We need to simplify the expression cosine squared a plus cosine squared b minus 2 times cosine of a times cosine of b multiplied to cosine of a plus b. Let us begin. First, we'll specify what is the expansion of cosine of the compound angle a plus b. The cosine of a plus b, when you expand it, we get cosine of a times cosine of b minus sine of angle A times sine of angle B. Meaning, we can rewrite our given expression, which is cosine squared A plus cosine squared B minus 2 times cosine of A times cosine of B times cosine of A plus B. This will become cosine squared A plus cosine squared B minus 2 times cosine of angle A times cosine of angle B. Now we have cosine of A plus B, but we'll be replacing it with the expanded form. So this will get multiplied to cosine of A times cosine of B minus sine of angle A times sine of angle B. Right. Now we have cosine squared A plus cosine squared B. The negative 2 times cosine A cosine B gets multiplied to cosine A cosine B. So this is going to give us 2 times cosine squared A times cosine squared B. Then we have negative 2 times cosine A cosine B multiplied to negative sine A sine B. So we're going to get positive 2 times cosine of angle A times cosine of angle B times sine of angle A multiplied to sine of angle B. So this will be equals to cosine squared A. Now what we'll do, we'll use a trick here. The trick will split this particular term, the third term, into 2 parts. So the first part being negative cosine squared A times cosine squared B. Then we have plus cosine squared B, and the other split part of negative 2 cosine squared A cosine squared B will be negative cosine squared A times cosine squared B, plus the remaining term, which is 2 times cosine of angle A times cosine of angle B times sine of angle A multiplied to sine of angle B. Right. So let's now combine the first and the second term. Now in the first term and the second term, we can take cosine squared as the common factor. So we have cosine squared A, that will get multiplied to 1 minus cosine squared B. Then we will combine the third and the fourth term. So combining the third and the fourth term, we have cosine squared B multiplied to 1 minus cosine squared A plus 2 times cosine of angle A times cosine of angle B multiplied to sine of angle A multiplied to sine of angle B. Let's further simplify. Now we know that cosine squared theta plus cosine squared theta, so that's a standard identity with a value of 1. Meaning, if we want to isolate sine squared theta, so this will become equals to 1 minus cosine squared theta. Now in the case we have 1 minus cos squared b. So here b is theta is represented by the angle b, and in this case we have 1 minus cosine squared a, where theta is represented by angle a. So we can replace them with the sine values. So this means our expression will now become cosine squared a getting multiplied to sine squared b, plus we have cosine squared b multiplied to sine squared a, and we have the remaining term, which is 2 times cosine of angle A times cosine of angle B, sine of angle A times sine of angle B. Now, we will try to rewrite this particular expression. So let's do that. So our first term, so we will take this as the first term. So if we take this as the first term, and we have sine of A multiplied to cosine of B, both of them are squared, so we will take the whole square. So we have sine of A times cosine of B whole square, plus we will take this term and make it a second term. So we have cosine of A multiplied to sine B whole square, and then we can rewrite this third term as 2 times sine of angle A multiplied to cosine of angle B whole multiplied to cosine of angle A times sine of angle B. Now This has been done because now this has the form a squared plus b squared plus 2 times a times b. So that means this is nothing but sine a times cosine b added to cosine a times sine b, and then we are squaring it. So this will be equals to, so what is sine a cos b plus cos a sine b? That's nothing but sine of the compound angle a plus b. And we're also squaring it, so we have sine squared a plus b. So this is the simplified value of the given expression. We started out with cosine squared a plus cosine squared b minus 2 times cosine a cosine b times cosine of a plus b, and this came out to be equals to sine squared of a plus b. Right. So this was the final answer.